Hi, everybody. This is JB
Hey, this is Dan.
from YardRink. Hey, stick with us for this 5-minute video. There's going to be a discount code for YardRink. But Dan and I would love to tell you about a great experience that we had at the Let's Play Hockey Expo during the Minnesota high school hockey tournament. We had a YardRink booth there. It was fantastic. We got a great amount of traffic, and we just have some items that we like to cover for you for your benefit, and then we'll talk about the discount at the end.
Yeah, I mean, JB and I were there for the weekend, and we talked to hundreds of people at the show, really enthusiastic about outdoor rinks, rinks that they built in their backyard this year, or lamenting they didn't build it this year. But we really talked to a lot of people and got a lot of questions. And we were joking during the weekend. We said we should have put together a top 5 list of the questions I should ask myself before I build a rink, and so we did.
Yep. The first question is, will our yard work? Our backyard, front yard. Most homes in the U.S., you guys will accommodate a yard rink, most often the backyard. So answer that question. Most often that's the case, and certainly we can help you that as you make the decision. Dan?
Yeah, the one of the biggest things is my yard level enough, and that's really a critical component. Most people, when they look at their yards, they don't know how much slope they have. So we recommend using a laser level or even a plumb line to find out how much level you have. You don't want more than 10 inches of grade, because then you start really getting a high end and a low end. And with a high end, if you have, let's say 11 inches of grade, one side will have 4 inches of water, the other will have 15, and that's a lot of water weight. So to try to keep it as level as possible, you can bring in a landscaper to have it leveled, or some people have used straw, hay, bags of mulch. You just want to get that lower level, that lower portion higher, and make it as level as possible. Very critical component.
Several people came to our booth, you guys, asking about a homemade kit, plywood, tarp, storing it every year versus a yard rink yard. And I said, well, it's up to you if you want to go through that work, but we have a product that basically you use every year. The tarp lasts for such a long time, and it's just a lot better solution than doing a homemade rink. Even though I grew up with that as a kid, and that's another reason why we think YardRink excels. Dan?
Yeah, and the other thing was, okay, you guys work for YardRink. You're obviously biased, and we are. We think YardRink is great for a number of reasons. But there's a lot of options out there. And we definitely recommend, hey, go on Google, check out the competition. If you choose to do a kit, there's a number of kits out there. We feel strongly YardRink is the best choice. But like anything else, do your homework, have your objectives for your family in mind, and make the right choice. But JB, I think you and I agree. For a lot of different reasons, YardRink is a great choice.
Yeah, to that point, Dan, the benefits of YardRink, real quick, easy setup, under an hour, sometimes a little more than an hour setup. The tarps on the outside, we had a lot of people come to our booth to say, hey, it's really interesting, your tarps on the outside. Why is that? Well, it's not going to get cut by skates, shovel, picks, whatever case may be. Tarps last a long time. You don't have that issue at all. Secondly, the playability. YardRink's going to play very similar to how you played at a regular hockey rink or your kids in terms of the bank boards. That's a huge benefit of YardRink. 8-foot retention nets on both sides to keep that puck in play. Boards are locked in with frozen water, so they're very rigid during the winter months. And then we can transition into a street hockey rink. We have a lot of clients now that are using their YardRink for street hockey, their cul-de-sac, driveway, whatever case it be. So you can really use it year round.
Yeah, and YardRink is the only backyard rink that is an official licensed product of the NHL, which allows us to customize the rinks with decals. Choose your favorite team, we'll send you decals. You can adorn your rink and show off your colors. So guys, when we were at the show, we had a show special. We were saying, if you're at the show, use this code and we'll give you free shipping for next winter. And we're honoring that through September 30th. The code is LPH free ship. So that's LPH for Let's Play Hockey, free ship. And put that code in on the Shopify account on yardrink.com, and you'll get free shipping. So have a great spring and summer, and we'll see you next winter on the ice.
Thanks for watching. Let's Play Hockey.